We're going up to see Jenny and surprise her with her $5,000 prize. Jenny, congratulations. You're a Bunnings home ground hero.
Pretty honoured and humbled to be a Bunnings home ground hero.
It's overwhelming actually, it's humbling. It's a nice reminder about why I do this.
But yeah, just the whole sense of gratitude, man, and thankful to Bunnings and TNZ.
Alright, that was an abrupt ending, Jakai. Alright, let's now get into our two teams. Whānau first.
Tēnā rā ko te tiwi nau mai hoki mai ki tēnei te pātākaro i Kilbirnie Park i raro anō i te maru o Ngā Te Atiawa. Anei nō rā te mihauti kia koutou e titiro mai ana ki tēnei kēmu mutunga mo te rangi i Wainganui i ngā 07 Heat me ngā Manukau Raiders. Anei nō rā te mihauti. Ki taku taha nei ko George Youngke, ki tēnei taha ko Peter Mack. Georgie, good afternoon.
Oh, kia ora, Dr. Shane Edwards. It's great to have you here back in the commentary place where you know it very well and you do a great job. What a day it's been so far. You've been out there on the sidelines helping out with the 07 Heat and checking out all the talent there. What are you finding?
Beautiful event getting touched back on our calendar. Awesome grounds here. Touch New Zealand's done a fabulous job to get this event ready. Peter Mack, welcome to the commentary box. How are you, my friend?
Kia ora whānau, really excited about this game. We've got the Manukau Raiders versus the 07 Heat. A lot of strike and experience in both teams. Really, really excited to be here and again to get two of our premier men's teams on the paddock.
Okay, team, we're going to announce our teams as they come through now. Let's talk about the 07 Heat men's team. We've got Mitta Graham playing in this game, Morris Stone Jr., Raiki Willison, Tiwi Davies, Legion Hotham, Chauncey Waho, Carlos Savage, Matty Sinclair, Bobby Matiariki, Avion Jones, Jordan Tuakana Hudson, Trey Poihipi, Ty Solomon and Sasu Wihapi. They are coached by Mitta Graham and the assistant coach, Mr. Riley O'Donnell. They are well managed by Rachel Stratford. Over to the Manukau Raiders team, we have Jaden Clark, Zila Pathan, Henry Dunn, who is also the assistant coach, and it's great to see Henry's chosen to play himself. Marshall McCamish is there, Tākoha Ropati, Mahia Nathan, Alex Howard, Cairo Campbell, Thomas the Tank Engine Staples. We've got Francis Rocky Morrison, Ngā Pipi Tukarangi, Cameron Tairea, TJ Falau, Kyle Watson. This team is coached by Lance Flavel. As we said, Henry Dunn is their assistant coach. Donna Redshaw is the manager. And Tina Rind is the tour manager, trying to keep them all together. Okay, this will be an exciting game. The weather down here is incredible. No rain, no wind. I wasn't sure we were into Whanganui Ātara. What a beautiful day this province has put on for us. Okay, whānau, we're about to get ready for this last and important game for the day. Peter Mack, what do you think we're going to get from each of these two teams? Talk to me about their styles.
Well, I think we're going to have great leadership in the 07 Heat. Obviously, the likes of Mitta Graham and Morris Stone Sr. will give you that leadership and foundation to keep it together. We've got strike coming from Tiwi Davis, probably right to left long. Legion Hotham picking up the middle, and you can't go past the young fella, and is agile and was amazing last year. The Joneses boys, both of them, they should add a lot of attack and strike. Going over to the Manukau Raiders, we've got leadership from Thomas Staples, who was a young leader coming through the 19s. Also Morrison or Rocky, very strong through the middle. They've got a lot of deceptive attackers. Takoha Ropati in a sweep play. Mahia Nathan, very good in the quickie. And then we've got the X Factor of assistant coach of one of my faves, Henry Dunn, so it should be a good matchup. I think it's going to be won through the field, however, so it's the team that just takes the exit and those yards by the throat and consistently completes that. Very, very exciting matchup here.
And so the PTL will run over both today and tomorrow, proudly brought to you by Bunnings Warehouse. I don't know about you, Georgie, but has your wife given you some jobs to do over the summer and you need to head down to Bunnings and get a few things, Georgie? What's she put on your plate for summer?
Oh, yeah, there's a few decks, a few lawns to mow and a few things around the house, and it's always good. It's on the way to work, so it's an easy stop. I'm always there, and you go in for a few nails and then you come out with a new toy to add to the projects at home.
Peter Mack, we're building now for the World Cup in England. What do you think about that World Cup in England? What will we be looking for as a New Zealand contingent? Where do we need to get strong?
I think firstly, great that it's been confirmed, so then we can get a plan around England. For us as a country, it's a huge financial commitment in saying that, you know, to be the best, we've got to put those things in the plan and make sure that when you're a player and you're going towards it, that you are, you know, putting everything forward to that World Cup. So really excited about the whole thing.
Okay, thank you, Peter Boy. The Raiders on your screen, running from right to left as you look at the screen today. Okay, they'll look to get down to the start, and we'll be into our game shortly. This is the last game today of Saturday. The Heat kick off their tournament. Raiders looking to get a win on the board after a disappointing start this morning for them. I'm sure they will have refocused and targeted this game. Okay, Takoha tapped off. Nice tentative start here from the Raiders. Heading to centre field now. Nice strong touch, two-handed touch by Matty. We head to the centre. Nice little lazy play there. The D from the Heat was onto it. Good watching of the man. We'll bring it out back to the 7. And that's a handover. First set. Let's see what the Heat have got in the yards. They'll go 2 out, bring the wrap around. Come over to 32 ruck with our link. And boxing off nicely. Bobby on the ball. How important it is to control that ball through this middle field, Pete?
I love how they come through their exit into transition, and they've actually got a flow. And off the back of that, obviously an excellent completion. First set, they're going end to end. And as I said at the start of this, the winning and losing is going to be the end-to-end flow with platform.
Here we have another look at it now. Legion Hotham on ball, flicks back inside. Avion Jones, snaky run. People hanging off the touch, gets between a player. Legion takes them short side. Defender caught in 2 minds. Check. Walk over. The boys are happy with that start. They've gone coast to coast. Let's not celebrate too early, boys. Okay, now Raiders on attack down the Heat end. Avion Jones out high point Legion on a fast touch. Got appeal here, diving. What's the ref say? We got an appeal here? No way. Tanisha says, nah, ball down first, 1-1. Celebrating a little bit early.
Quite interesting in the defensive setup. They're pushing a strong link, and the middle's getting high as well and leaving a pocket in there, and then they're coming back on the lateral. Someone has to commit there early. But as the ref calls it, he calls him off. I thought maybe he would have recovered, but he was one off the line when it was made, so good call by the ref.
Great appeal by Avion Jones asking the question, but the ref was in better position. Lovely call by that ref. You've got to get those 2 feet on the line. Any advantage will go to the attacking team. Come back for a 32. Mittergram on ball. Oh, lost over the line by Jordan Tuakana Hudson. Will be handover on the 7. Manukau Raiders will be looking to get control as they bring it off the line. Take it down the middle of the field now. Driving the 33 across to the 32. Little bit of confusion at the ruck. Got a lot of dummy halves in there. They'll want to clean that up. Nice run here. On come the fresh middles. Comes back open side. Hits the link and it's slammed by the winger. Did he go for the ball? They're asking the question. Referee Tanisha says no. You got your hand in there. We're going to give it back to the Raiders. They'll tap 8 metres out. Oh, sweeps over the leg. Comes to link now. Setting up. Quickie to punish on the link. They give it straight back. Nice V-line on the inside. They're holding, getting enough time to recover. Good hold there. Peter Mack, talk to me about that holding inside the 7, not committing to the touch too early. Why do we do that?
Great experience from Morris Stone there. He lifted hard, he tries to commit him to throwing a ball but not committing. Obviously, the rule states they've got to move out of the 7. The speed of the game is then determined by the defender. So you leave it up to the ref to call that. So it was because it came off a 2-phase play from the far side link. But Morris Stone really well lifted with the winger in that and held that really good. The experience really shows out there. I think that if they pick up their flowing platform, the Raiders are going to have better outcomes in terms of their completion.
Lovely left to right long ball, but well taken care of there. Out on the wing by Trey Porhippy. And we'll roll it a 21 ruck. Tuakana Hudson brings us forward. Right into half. Mitta comes round. He'll look for a sub after this. Going through the field now, the 07 Heat. They'll look for a strong finish. Bobby on the ball. Matty Sinclair, what we say? Did he have control? He's saying, I got it down, sir. It's down. Referees agree with him. He must be their nephew. Great touchdown.
I talk about strike weapons. I thought in the last PTLs, Matty was MVP of the competition. Left to right, there's not many better in the game. Plays the body, kicks out to the gate, left to right long, and beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. He's one of the main artistes, I would say, left to right.
And the 07 Heat take an early lead, 2-1 over the Raiders. Raiders looking to kick back into action now. Nice hold again, the way Pete talked about before, just not committing too early. Having another look. Matty on the touch, looks after his short side, step back, open side, long left to right. Oh, behind the back, what's the ref going to say? You can't touch. Oh, here we go. There's a committee meeting. Everyone, don't move. Sideline ref in great position. She calls it forward. It'll be a handover to 07 Heat, then they'll look to bring it off their line. Let's have another look at this at home. Matty looks after his short side, sends him back the open side, long left to right, steps inside. Great call, great call. Ball left the hands forward, and the refs decide to bring it back. Bobby bringing it off. Around comes our man Tiwi. Boys just tentative at the moment, wanting to get control. No errors. How important is it to make minimal errors during the course of this, Pete?
I think that's going to be the winning and losing of the game. I just want to comment on the 3 ladies reffing this game. You know, like we try and rank our refs on the best 1 to 10. I think they should be ranked not female or male, but the best refs at the time. And in a lot of the latest stuff that we've had, we've found the ladies are really opening up the game in terms of the refs that I've seen. We go to the homegrown, they were exceptional. So I take my hat off to the ladies that and their style of reffing at the moment.
So important, Pete. Getting that 7 metre, the big open 7 metre. When we go to play Australia, we've often struggled because of the distance and the difference in understanding. So the wider we get between these two players, the better the style of game. As the 07 Heat bring it down the field now, Jordan Tuakana Hudson, he's on ball. Reiki looking, Jordan. Oh no! You are kidding me! Wow!
Exceptional. I remember when the young Carlos came into the game, and I approached him in his role and what his role was. His role was setting and finishing as a link, and this is exceptional how he runs this line and comes through. Even the antelope jump, I'm good with that as well.
Oh, I've just hurt my back watching that. And loving the Bunnings Warehouse replays. 3-1, 07 Heat. Monaco Raiders bringing it back down the field now. Reiki Willison up high, he's the high point. Refs asking them to come out. They get on a 32. Coming back the open side, Raiders step back short. Pull out again, reset. It's a game of chess. Looking for a quickie on the link. They throw back middle. Middle again, sweeper coming round. They feed the sweeper, steps back, hits a link. Oh! Well done, well done, Raiders. What a reply. They needed that one, Georgie.
Yeah, it was good. As we look to the Bunnings replay, here we go, sitting on the 7, pulls them out, getting 2 up high with the sweeper play. Yeah, feed off and then going back on that latch and hitting the hole. Winger doesn't know what to do. He did well to read it, went to go back out, but obviously a good chop line there. Good touchdown.
Anything the winger could have done there, Pete?
I thought he was caught loose, ball watching. So the looser he is, he was caught in no man's land. Usually the wing will be in, lift up to a target and out. And in that instance there, he just got caught loose. And he did acknowledge that he got caught loose, which is a good trait, taking responsibility. And then we just move on from there.
Oh, the Raiders get a lucky penalty there. They were a little bit disorganised, but the Heat moving up too early. Referee Tanisha says, no, you left early.
I think for the Raiders, if they just keep their flowing game rather than slow it down, they're going to have better outcome. And they seem to be slowing it down a bit, which gives the 07 Heat chance to set their link defenders. I'm really liking Takoha on that sweep. I mean, I'd keep doing it till it didn't work. So, yeah, play it again.
And now the Manukau Raiders play ball on the 7. Comes back for a 32. Looking long again. Mitta Graham on the intercept. Great effort. Handover just drops short. Raiders setting up again. Quickie, they throw the other way, a nice little rev. Middle play, coming across to the 32. Comes around on the peel, dives under. Ref says no way. How important is it to get low on the line and bend your hips on the line, Peter?
That was a great try. I think they underestimated his speed and getting down and getting low. Obviously not 2 feet on the line there, which then was the difference between him getting it or not getting it. A bit of some ref comms in there may have helped. That 2 feet on the line is the rule.
So important to bend at the hips on that line so no one dives under you. So dynamic, these young men, they can get under anything. Comes around Avon Jones, they come back open. They won't be happy with that. Okay, Raiders try to bring it off their line now, trying to look for some go forward. They're dynamic on the line. They'll probably want to make the best out of their work through the middle of the field. Oh, nice work, picking up extra yards. The boys will be happy with that. Bring it back 3-3. And that's the last. You probably want a real good, powerful play on the last, Pete. What are you looking to do on the 5th and final?
Yeah, well, I think they just lost the count coming out of transition. They lost some comms. They really need some leadership in terms of what's going on, touch count, put on a power pick, either 32 or 33, and finish through the line, and don't give the Heat chance just to turn the ball over and complete down the other end. It's imperative that the consistency of what the Raiders are doing is the whole 20 minutes of this half. So they've got to complete through the line rather than just turning it over and giving the Heat an easy start.
So important with they're keeping that touch count. All you teachers out there helping our kids with numeracy, so important for our sport. Great sport of touch with numeracy. It's a mathematics lesson on grass. Raiders again bringing it through the field. They love this end of the field. We've got a run on. It's horse race. Out to wing, and there'll be a handover.
Again, Shannon, I just think the back end of that completion, just isolate and pick and through the line, But anyway, it's early days. We've still got to, we're halfway through this half, and the coach can make some changes here in terms of consistency of completion.
Great yards by Roiki Willison. He's slippery than an eel, Loudon Taharo. Okay, here we go now. Heat on attack, 3-all the score. It's a tight one here, folks. Come to a 32. Maddie Sinclair looks out the back. Well read by the Raiders defence, getting high off the line, putting pressure on the boys. Mitta saying let's make an adjustment, and it's a hand back to the Heat. Must have been called offside there in the middle. Graham on ball. Waiting for the Raiders to come out. asking the question. And he draws the penalty. How many penalties are we allowed in that area, Pete?
We get any 3 consecutive penalties on the line and a player's withdrawn from the field. So it's really imperative that they do push out. And unfortunately, the Raiders are defending the 7. They want to defend off the 7 and try and get them on the 10, just to give them recovery time.
Matty Sinclair back in. Graham and again gives it straight back to Matty. Matty looking for the inside. They reset. Nothing opening. Graham again on the ball, gives it early. Tiwi looks long, left to right. What have we got? No, great honesty by number 5. What an airborne ball. That guy must get some air sickness tablets. He
and
got
look at
so
the play
high.
here. Look at the play here, Shano. Goes to Tiwi. Tiwi goes in, goes live, gets it, loads, left to right, and beautiful. And great finish. Great finish.
That is a magnificent put down. Okay, Raiders again, bringing it through the field as they head towards the 07 Heat 7 metre line. They love this space. Oh, left to right, around the back, it's going. Oh, what's he done? Oh, wow. Should the winger have come in then, you think, Pete?
No, we have a policy where the winger talks it in, he never chases it in. Takawa seems to have the hot hand at the moment. Takawa releases left to right, he chases in, gets lated, and then just it's a foot race from there, and he always had it. Maybe could have finished the ball in the right hand, but he still got it down.
Great learning for young Ty Solomon. He'll be better for that experience. As the 07 Heat bring it down, we're tied up at 4-4. Oh, nice timing. Well done. Handover. Great D. Touch pass. Cairo decides to kick the ball over, and we're off and running at the races. Jordan Tuakana Hudson appeals no touch. He's probably better to make those touches. This is where the Raiders are wanting to get better. We're a bit clunky, but now they're moving the ball beautifully.
They just need to complete. As I was saying, they just need to complete here. They just, after points, just complete through the line. Unfortunately, they turn it over. They're going to give the Heat a couple of opportunities on the 7 metre from here.
Jordan brings it through the field now. Pace is still very tentative, you feel, Peter?
Yeah, at this stage, I'm liking the score, like it's a battle. And that's what the Raiders want to turn it into, a battle, not giving the Heat any advantages anywhere.
Oh! Check.
What a beautiful release. Beautiful release.
Winger did the best he could to slam, was unable to do it, and the Heat take a 5-4 lead. Sasu Wihapi, that's 2 for you.
We look at it, the master on the ball. Mida plays body, goes to the gate, loads, releases. Great release from Matty.
Pump short, throw long. Ty Solomon says thank you. Puts the ball down with 2 hands to avoid the $2 fine.
With 3 minutes to go, this is a really good first half.
Very good near the line. Trey appeals the touch.
I think Raiders just need to tidy up that accuracy of that ruck there, and then it will tidy up the outside lines, Just a little bit more finesse in terms of their isolation.
Good touch by Matty. Strong disrupts the ruck without giving away a penalty. Been organising now. Chauncey Wahol chasing out. Takoha's having a good game. Enjoying himself. Matty makes a touch. Pulls straight off the touch. Going long. Oh! Timing on a plate. Oh, we won't be using him for goal kicks.
I'm loving Cam on the ball. I think his 32 pick is much more lethal than his 32 peel. He has got a very good left to right. However, he consistently played that 32 peel a couple of times, and I don't think the platform is right for him, so that was way better. And he ties it up at 5-5.
The Heat will be looking at at Ty there, wanting to make sure that he doesn't get any more of those left to rights away. He's a left-hand specialist. Oh, no! That man is rich because he just bought a dummy. Hard luck, son.
There's my man, Carlos again. That's experience at the top level there. Sweep, early release, dummy back inside for a follow. Oh, you can't get better than that.
Well done. Hard luck. Kyra will be disappointed with that. I'll expect him to reply. He doesn't lie down easy.
They've got to get a stopper off this, you know, like the Raiders get one and then they just give an easy, well, I won't say an easy one, it was quite skilled, but they've just got to get some comms in there and got to be a little bit more ruthless defensively.
Important set here, minute to go. Raiders will be wanting to stop this. They've got that peel going all day. And, oh, well done, well read.
I think
love
the
that
range,
little peel.
yeah, the range of that peel is not doing them justice, I think run it at the 10 and then you're going to get better ball playing options.
There is a challenge, Pete, when you get too close to the line.
The closer the challenge, the harder the release because you're going to run out of time, and that's what they're finding because they're not actually committing any closed defence there.
Oh, nice. Oh, what's he said? You missed. He says, you missed. Get your Bible out. We're going to get the Bible out. And the boy says, yes, I missed. Great honesty.
I think they just lost comms on D there. A little switch play by Mitter. He comes in, latches. Little switch play, early release. Everyone is in, 2v1, outside. Oh, still, had it on inside arm. Outside arm would have been better, but he got it down.
Sasui Happy, that's 3 tries for him.
He's got
Mikey
a couple.
Willison. And we go to half-time. 7-5 to the Heat. Make this last touch, boys. No one hang off. We're off to the races. Chauncey makes the touch. Everyone goes and gets a drink. Whānau, we'll leave you to go and get a cup of tea, 2 chocolate biscuits, and we will see you after this half.
We're going up to see Jenny and surprise her with her $5,000 prize. Jenny, congratulations. You're a Bunnings home ground hero.
Pretty honoured and humbled to be a Bunnings home ground hero.
It's overwhelming actually, it's humbling. It's a nice reminder about why I do this.
But yeah, just the whole sense of gratitude, man, and thankful to Bunnings and TNZ.
Sport. What does it mean to us? For some, it's potential, a promise that we could be better, that the early mornings will be worth it, that we could be champions.
It starts with touch.
Welcome back, Whānau. Half-time score 7-5 to the Heat. Pete, what do the Raiders need to do in the second half to put the W in their column?
Well, firstly, their defence, they just need to lift up their comms. I think they're not ruthless enough in terms of pushing out and being aggressive at the touch, whether it be the 7 or the 10. So get out, get a point, get some consistency around holding that middle gate. If they're using a link, then use a link and push them back to a big side. Defence is everything in this game. You know, we look at the game of touch and we think that you win by scoring more tries than the other team. You actually win by stopping more tries, you know. You're always going to score tries, so that's what the Raiders have to do. I think for the Heat, I think it's just finding their flow. It's their first game today. They've scored a few. It has been I won't say it's been their best exhibition of touch, but they've taken their opportunities due to the Raiders a little bit loose, not only in terms of width of defence, but also their comms and connection. So Raiders comms and connection, and they're going to be in this game. Pick up your yards and your strike.
The Raiders will not lie down. You can expect them to come back hard in the second half. It's going to be a tap off to the 07 Heat, running right to left as you look at it on the screen, Whānau. Hope you're enjoying this game. Okay, Maddie Sinclair brings it down, gets a good 9 metres off the first touch. Back door, on comes Morris Stone. And the Heat immediately onto attack, drops it on the 7, feeds Morris Stone, looks numbers, comes back.
Imperative they do this set out here. The ding of this set is a huge win.
Oh, we've got a dummy. We're appealing the Heat. Number 10 says again, I didn't make the touch. How important is it, Peter Mac, to be an honest player in this sport?
I think, integrity-wise, everyone has got that honesty. It's under pressure, you make silly calls. I think just a little bit of comms there in terms of he touches there, Alex is there. Alex can actually play both, so he's in the right place. I think they just lost connection there. You're always, if he's running past your shoulder, you just touch him,
Hats off to Alex, an honest young man. He will be rewarded in heaven. Okay, as we go again, down, attacking the 07 Heat. Nice strong touch by Adrian Jones, gets caught in the ruck. The ref's happy with that and pulls the penalty. Mahia Nathan putting some pressure on the 07 Heat now. Very strong in the body is Mahia.
Quickie specialist coming up, renowned for it. What's he got? Oh, they run a follow too.
Out we come again. Raiders on attack. Gets it back quick, steps back short side, and Avion Jones pulls out, chases after him. Okay, what's the ref seen here? What are we getting?
He ran a quickie. He ran a quickie in. Sometimes the refs can lose that quickie in.
Got a right to left and a left to right has that young man.
I remember Cam coming through the grades. He's quite a character, to be honest. If you know Cam, you know what I'm talking about.
Legion gets high. Way to jam into the short side. No chance of stepping back. The Raiders will bring it off their line. 8-5 Raiders. Second half.
Raiders really need to lift the intensity. If they're going to make changes in this game, it's going to be with their attitude and the intensity. They can't let the 07 Heat get through the field. Someone's got to make a change in terms of winning a ruck and slowing down the Heat.
Throwing it into his hands. Oh, and he gets the back to one. Beautiful work. Forcing him to put his hands in the middle there, and they pull a new set of 6. That's clever. He went every day to school, did that man, Tiwi Davies.
A little bit of experience coming in there. But, the ref's the ref.
Long ball. Oh! A big chance there, Peter Mac. He looks at his hands. He counts his fingers.
You had a set there and you turn it over on touch one. Don't think the coach will be happy about that. But anyway, gives the Raiders the opportunity to get one back here and even finish through the line. Nice Henry Dunn through the field. Let's get a power on the back end of here. Look, the attitude is looking good here.
Fifth and final. Raiders running. Delivers short. What do we got here? It was close. And Raiders awarded a penalty.
Just back to that isolation. I think they're just playing it a little bit too direct on their strike touch. So 32, you're going to play it inside out. Just turn the shoulders away. 33, outside in. Collapse the middle in. They just need to, tidy that up to get better outcomes.
Oh, you talked about it, Pete. That Mahia Nathan, he is great on the quickie. Great day here, as we said, Whānau, the Bunnings Warehouse PTL. Top touch. Raiders going wide, they throw. Oh, unlucky. And another penalty. They'll be worried about the penalty count now, Peter Mac. That's 2 on their line.
That's 2. It's not something that we actually go to. Obviously, it's part of the rules. As a coach, you're going to look for accuracy and completion of play that you're playing at that one time. but obviously after 3, then 07 Heat will lose a player.
Raiders always good at this end of the field. Clever players. They give it back. And the Heat just holding their line. Jordan makes the touch. Reiki, oh, wow, way to hold it up. What did you see there, Peter Mack?
Oh, they done 2 quickies to tighten up the middle, and one was a crossover, and then they done a same-o one, or he splits the same way. Mida tightened up, and probably tightened up a little bit too tight. He didn't have to be in that tight, and then they went straight to the link channel. They got outside Reiki straight away. Mida was too tight, and then it was 2v1. And that soft hands Takoha, he's the man at the moment. He's either throwing them or scoring them.
Oh, they get the penalty. They may have been looking for the phase play to play on.
They need a stopper here, Shano. At 8-6, you know, it's a big time in the game. A stopper is actually going to help them mentally and obviously on the scoreboard.
Matty Sinclair on ball. Sweeper coming round. Morris Stone coming round. They give it to Morris. He looks. He dives under. Way to get low. They're having a bit of a meeting. Okay, Morris disagrees. It's okay to agree to disagree. Comes back, plays the ball. Matty gives the call back to Morris on the inside. Comes over to Chauncey. Here comes Matty. Gives a short ball. And touch.
Great touch.
Great touch.
Great touch. Lift and double out. Really good touch.
Rocky Morrison. Great touch. The Italian stallion. Goes again, short side. Matty comes back, steps, got 2-on-1. Walks over. Great patience by the 07 Heat. And Ty Solomon has got another one. Him and Sasua fighting it out for the top try scorer.
We talk about the importance of a winger here, Shano. He needed to drop and lift. He got caught ball watching and was totally on the line, 2v1. So the final spot that he ended in should be the spot that he started in, so he could then get out and either hit the link or double the wing.
Tiwi Davies having a good game. He was missing from the game for a little bit, Pete.
Yeah.
He's come back now.
It's interesting with the strike that they've got. You know, sometimes you've got so much strike you can get lost in a rotation or in a pod. So it's very interesting. They've got plenty of strike. It's just who's got the hot hand at the time.
Wow, great patience there. Fantastic patience. Pump short. Have a look at this replay. What do we see, Pete?
Cam Geordie in, runs the gate, holding. Hits a pop to the link line. Beautiful line and try.
Fantastic skills. Cam's having a great game. He loves being on ball down that end of the field. And with skills like that, why wouldn't you? 9-7 to the 07 Heat in this, the Bunnings Warehouse PTL.
If I was the coach, I'd be calling a big stopper here to make a game change. At 9-7, big here.
They hold well. So important to stay within range in this game. Important set of 6. Chauncey on ball. Carlos in. Chauncey picks. Runs. Short side. Steps back. Throws out the back to a passive. He won't be happy with that.
Yeah, the platform there, they actually didn't get a collapse there. It was really good how the Raiders held their D. Middle was very aggressive, got up hard, actually won that ruck there, and then there's no outcome for the 07 Heat. Really good.
Chance now for the Raiders to climb back into this game if they can score.
That's better through the field.
Reiki shows the inside, trusts his inside in Jordan.
Just running themselves out of attacking range though. They just need to know to get that connection a little earlier.
And a great 5th and final there, Pete.
Yeah, poor back end by the Raiders. They're just running out their strike dump is just still losing that little bit of connection. You know, but they won the battle at the other end, so it's all go.
Raiders now on defence as the Heat come through the field nicely. Trey passes off. Bobby's coming in. He's looking for a connection. We're into dummy half. Oh, Tiwi Davies. What's the ref say? Has he called a touch and pass? He has.
I'm loving the platform from Bobby. What a workhorse. You know, we all look at the flashies, but with Bobby's platform that he's giving them, they're getting opportunity. They just need completion.
Bobby, one of Cook Island's finest. Great work through the field by the Raiders now. They're sniffing
They just
around.
need to join these 2 touches up here.
Here we go. Four, looking for the strike up. Oh! Be disappointed with that finish, Pete.
Again, that's the 3rd one in a row. They actually haven't got the strike off back in. You know, like they need a cougar in there just to pick that ball and run through.
That's the way. We need that drive forward.
I know there's a lot of fast cats in the world. I heard cougar is one of the fastest.
I'm going to start a new settle pattern called cougar. Well done, out the back door, looking. Oh, bat on. Oh, unlucky.
That's a good lift from the Raiders winger there. He read it really well, lifted high and put the tap on pressure on there. Really, really good.
Okay, Raiders look to bring it off their line. They want to get go forward here. What have you thought about the Raiders go forward in this game, Pete?
Coming out of the exit, they're really good. And even coming through transition, it's just their back end there. They get a latch in here. Now it's this touch here that they've just got to tidy up. Just finish through the line and not think that everything needs to be a try.
Good attempt there. Okay. 07 Heat. Play passes, and now we're back into the game. Legion drives it forward nice and strong. Chauncey brings it around. He'll be looking for a water. Everyone looking after that ball. No one wants to make an error at this crucial stage of the game. Morris brings it forward. Nice drive by Carlos. Reiki on the back end. He's coming short side. He's through. Looking. What does the ref say as Carlos get it down? This Raiders team is the most honest bunch of young men I've seen.
I talk
Great
about
honesty.
platform, Shano, and that guy had a job in the New Zealand men's side, and we look at this, and here's his job. He reaps the rewards of attitude and effort, and he reaps it, and then he scores it. Beautiful.
Reiki Willison, beautiful. Taro's finest, where you get the best fry bread in the world on the Bunnings Warehouse replay. Okay, that was crucial, Peter Mack. 10-7 now to the Heat. What do the Raiders need to do? How are they going to break this defence of the 07 Heat?
Well, there's still plenty of time. That's the thing about this, Shano. They just need to, really complete and have a better finish on the back end of what they're doing. They're all right down this end. They've scored 7, so they're in it. They just need to be consistent.
Another day tomorrow, Pete. What would be the recovery for these men tonight? What will that look like?
Well, we're lucky we've got a pool next door, so there's a couple of recoveries we would do. Ice baths, I love an ice bath myself. I'm a little bit soft, but ice baths or icing your legs. I really like aqua recovery, just an active recovery there, just making sure that they hydrate, they get in some good nutrition and get a good sleep, Shano. Sleep is everything, for athletes, resting the body, in terms of your nutrition, replacing all those electrolytes and proteins that you need, and then sleep.
So different from the Masters games where we just get a KFC quarter pack as part of our recovery. Okay, the 07 Heat on attack now. 10-7, 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Legion passes off to Chauncey.
Another quickie a component here, very, very sharp. He loves attacking that link.
Avion Jones dummy half now.
I've been quite impressed with Avion and how he's moved in the game. He's really matured as a player.
Oh, the long dive by Avion Jones. Ref says it's a touch. Avion has a look at that.
He's really come a long way, Avion.
He's got more toe than a Roman sandal. Okay, Graham at 32 ruck loves this play. Brady out the back door. It's a foot race. Big swipe and a miss. Gives the honest call. And Legion Hotham out of Hamilton, boys. And I believe he's a dentist, but will not give any free dental appointments.
They're running a 32 platform here. He kicks out, plays the body, looks at the tuck into the passive there. They commit it in. They actually recover here well. And it's just, I think, Legion's athleticism that he gets outside Cam. Cam should have really left the ground there. He committed to a feeler and then obviously missed.
There again on the Bunnings Warehouse replay, 11-7 to the Heat. So important. Mittig Graham doing that so many times in his life. He's perfected that, Peter.
Yeah. He is. He's a top-notch ball player, obviously. Mitz, he's been there for a very long time. He's actually developed it over the years that he's, renowned as one of the top ball players in our country at the moment. It's very soft hands, good vision, and good. He balances it well as well. He doesn't overplay his hand.
Okay, the 07 heat now with Reiki Willison. Tuakana Hudson passes back to Reiki. He'll drive it forward. Nice 2 strong touches there. Bring it round again. Tuakana Hudson, he'll take a sub. Winger in there nice and early. Reiki another one and he'll be off. In comes Tiwi. Okay, he's fresh on, so we got fresh on tired. Bobby's trying to set the platform. Gives it to Matty. Matty draw pass. Oh, what are we saying? Was it over the line? Here we go. We got a committee and the ref says 5th and final. Doesn't look like we've got any argument from Sasu. He looks happy.
I talked about which arm he puts the ball down, Shano. And this one, if he used his outside arm, I feel he would have scored that.
Nice hold up. Let's have a look.
Oh, inside arm. Inside arm, outside arm, boy. Let's go.
Turn that body, twist it round like a rubber band. Okay.
Good stopper, though. Raiders got a good stopper in there, Shano. So now they just need a complete set.
33 roll ball, chuck to link, back onto the inside, nice strong touch, and they'll look to get out of their half. On come fresh players, they're looking to connect now, need a dummy half in, gets there now, brings it over to the link, poor movement, good from the Raiders, chucking again, asking a lot of questions of the 07 heat defence, comes back 32, pick, throws, inside ball, oh, great ball skills by the Raiders. Courageous work.
A little bit better there. Matty gave them a bit of a touch-up, and then Matty got a little bit of a touch-up in there. So, no love lost. I'm loving it. I'm loving that it's a true men's game, which they're going to the bitter end. There's 3 minutes left in the game. The game's still not, out of stretch by any means. The 07 Heat need to be consistent in what they put on here.
Legion on the run. Legion Hotham, he's through. Mitta looking to get free. Whoa, well done. Great work by the Raiders winger, keeping good coverage on his man. Evan Jones makes that turn. Got caught a little bit around the back. He'll be looking to stay in front of the attackers. Great work by Sasu.
We talk about weapons. Legion's come in and been a strike twice in a row now, and he's been very, very effective. They've got so many weapons across the park, the 07 Heat. I've been pretty impressed with Tiwi. Tiwi's been good today. He stabilises things, very mature in his game.
Peter Mack, they had 7 on there. Talk to me about the international game. Sometimes you see players can come on early, as long as it's not too early. How do we play that?
I think it's a coaching thing. The game nowadays is going so fast. Sometimes we can look at those little increments of was he on, was he off. I think if it has no effect to the game, then you let it play, because your job as a referee is actually to watch the ball. But it is in the rules that you can only have 6 on. I do get it. At this stage, to have 7 on was so detrimental to the Raiders. They get an easy turnover.
Oh, runs a little out ball. Defender dies and Mittergram gets outside and scores. Claps the ball.
We talked about classy option with ball in hand. This is a lovely set-up play. Just a little in, he ties up the link and outs him. It's all about timing, range of attack, and range and release. Really, really good.
Nice little Waikato play there.
Yeah.
Okay, Raiders tap off 12-7. So important to stay within reach, because points for and against could be crucial later on down the line.
Yeah, and that's what they've got to remember, the Raiders. It should be improvement. So each time they get a set, they just want to, obviously go to whatever strike and complete it with accuracy.
50 seconds to go in this, the final game of the day at the Bunnings Warehouse PTL 2022. Another day tomorrow, whānau. Don't forget to be up early to watch these games as they come to you live from Kilbirnie Park here in Te Whanganui a Tara. Bobby on the run, great platform again. Matty wants it again. Says, and says a bobble ball. No argument from Matty. So he's fine, and up they get, still driving to the end.
It'd be good to see the power pick off the back end of this, just to see where their minds are for tomorrow, Shano.
Team that scores last wins. Come on, the Raiders.
Yeah, disconnection has been a little bit of their downfall.
Shorty takes an intercept. Referee's injected herself into the game. What she's saying, and that is final. That is the final. And we'll shake hands and see each other tomorrow, whānau. Tēnā rā koutou e whakarongo mai. Anei anō rā te mihi atu kia koutou. Do not forget to return tomorrow. Peter Mack, your thoughts on this game as we close us off?
12-7 to the Heat. Congratulations to the Heat. You know, it's their first game for today. They're very, very lucky that they got a late one. The weather's good. With 12 on the board, I still think they've got a lot to work on looking forward. They did have a better back end, however, than the Raiders. Obviously, their strike throughout the game was very, very good. In terms of the Raiders, looking through to tomorrow, if they just look at that back end and their strike off that back end, roles and responsibilities, what was hot, and I thought Cam and Takoha were hot at that stage, that would be great for them. But see you tomorrow, whānau. Really had a good day today. It was quite exciting doing commentary with one of my good mates, Shane Edwards. You know, we've done I've been roomies with him. I've never done commentary with him, however, and really enjoy his company.
Thank you, Peter Mack. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We're going to throw over to Georgie. Georgie's right beside me now. I'll get him to run out there and do some interviews. Whānau, what a great game of touch. Georgie wants to talk to some of the captains. Stay tuned. He's going to have an interview. And this will be the end of our first day today. Whānau, don't forget to return tomorrow.
As we wrap up the day for day one of the Bunnings PTL series, I'm here with the legend himself, the captain of the Open Men's team, Mita Graham. Mita Graham, game one for you today, the first off the block. How's it feel? You happy with it?
Tōtai ake tēnā koe, Georgie, o si rā, mihi ana ki te haukainga, te whanganui atara pōne ki ngā hapu ngā iwi o tēnei rohe, e whakai ana kia taimau mātou, te haupuri pāwhutu pōro ki tō koutou whenua, no reira, ka tika kia mihi ki rātou o si rā, ki o tātou nei mate, haere atu rā. O tira kia tātou, tēnā tātou, awesome, whereas, man, I'm had it. I know the boys are pretty had it too, and that was our first game of the day and the campaign. But we knew we'd be rusty, and we just stoked to get 40 minutes under our belt. Bit of time together, obviously about four provinces combining to combine to make the Heat. So it takes time to get that cohesiveness and gelling. I think a lot of people have talked about the names on our team sheet, but more importantly, it's about the characters and fellas willing to probably take a step back in terms of what the roles they play in their club, in their provinces, in terms of being a striker or a main man or whatever, and just willing to roll up the sleeves. And I think it was pleasing for me to see in that the last 10 minutes us kick away and fellas just willing to put in the mahi. So just pleased to be back jamming and still love the game. And it's awesome, bro.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, you do have a good balanced team there, and when that clicks, mate, there's going to be fire. The heat's going to come. Excuse the pun. But in regards to you talked about Pōneke and you gave your contribution to the area and the people here. How's it feel to be in the capital, playing down here for the first time in probably over 10 years?
Yeah, that is a long time ago. First and foremost, it's just awesome to be back playing touch, and I know I raved on about how awesome it was to be in Taumiti for homegrown, and now hopefully we've got a normal season ahead of us. So to be back in an elite program is choice. If I'm being truthfully honest, it was a bit of a miss to get to Wellington. I know it's a long travel for most of the teams, and that's not a dig at Stingrays or anything, but some of our players had to fly out of Auckland, and more expensive to fly out of Hamilton, and for a lot of the teams coming down on their own vehicles. And so as much as I love to get around into the provinces and to be here now, it's awesome, but it was a lot of our players had to take the day off mahi yesterday to travel to get here to do it justice. So don't get me wrong, it's pleasing to be in Wellington. I love the place, it's a beautiful city, but it was a bit of a far reach for a lot of us, and
Yeah, that's a good example of the commitment you do normally to play this game and represent our country, now represent our province. And with the climate, how the changings are with flights and the costings, the commitment that you put in to be out there to represent the Heat here. So that's game one. We got 2 more games tomorrow. So what's going to happen tonight leading into tomorrow?
Oh, there'll be it's good to see the boys stretching, so a bit of a recovery session and a little debrief. But we know that 2 quality sides to face up to next tomorrow, so Yeah, not looking too far ahead. Like, I think the main priority for us is to focus on more so what we can do to improve on that performance. And like I said, we've got enough, some healthy competition, some good dilemmas for the coaching staff to see who can strip up for the 14. But yeah, recovery, some cold drinks just to wind down, and then focus on tomorrow, which is going to be a big day, but look, excited.
Oh, nice. And it'll be great to get game 1 under the belt, all sorted, tucked up. Get the tally, the W in the box there. We've got 2 more tomorrow. Hope you all join us back here tomorrow for day 2 of Series 1, Bunnings PTL Series. Touch.
What a game.
You the man.
Cheer, my bro.